Have you ever wondered if there is a simpler, more peaceful way to begin your day, no matter how big or small the tasks ahead of you might be? I want you to pause and consider the power of taking a moment to seek my guidance before you do anything else. So often, my children rush headlong into their responsibilities, overwhelmed by their to-do lists, deadlines, and the noise of daily life. Yet I, the Lord who loves you, invite you to experience a new rhythm, one woven with stillness, trust, and a gentle awareness of my constant presence. When you start by intentionally looking to me, you're not just ticking an item off a spiritual checklist. You're aligning your heart and mind with me, the one who holds all wisdom, strength, and peace. I see you trying to handle every detail on your own. I watch as you plan, organize, and push yourself forward, often wrestling with stress and worry. But there is another way. When you pray before you begin each undertaking, you are not demonstrating weakness or a lack of ambition. Instead, you are positioning yourself to receive my guidance and to let my power work through you. Prayer is the opening of your heart to my influence. It says, Father, I trust you. I need you in this moment, in this project, in this entire day. That act of surrender draws you closer to me, freeing you to breathe more deeply and rest in the knowledge that you are never alone. I long to fill your thoughts with wisdom. I want to redirect your perspective when you are uncertain which path to take. The moment you quiet yourself enough to say, "Help me, Lord," I delight in responding. Sometimes my response arrives as a clear thought or an open door that was previously closed. Other times it shows up as a sense of peace, nudging you in one direction or whispering, "Wait." Still other times, my guidance may not be obvious at first, but as you continue to trust me, you'll see the tapestry of my plan unfold. Each thread, each detail, no matter how mundane, can be woven into something beautiful when you invite me into it. Why is it so crucial to pray continually? As I have taught you, you were created to live in constant fellowship with me. And continual prayer is not about shutting yourself away in isolation or reciting words without end. Rather, it is a moment-by-moment awareness that I am here, eager to share in your joys, bear your burdens, and guide your steps. If you feel rushed or pressed for time, take a single breath, even just one, and turn your thoughts toward me. Whisper your concerns, ask for my perspective, and you will find that in returning to me regularly, your burdens become lighter, and your decisions flow with more ease. This is because you are no longer striving in your own limited strength, but are tapping into my limitless resources. When you hurry ahead on your own, you might feel productive in the moment, but often the cost is unnecessary anxiety, confusion, or missteps. I see the entire path before you. You see only what your eyes can discern or your mind can project. Why not let me point you in the right direction from the start? I take great joy in partnering with you, especially in the humble tasks that seem small in your eyes. There is nothing beneath my notice if it matters to you. Whether it's organizing your workspace, caring for your loved ones, handling finances, or dealing with the complexities of your personal dreams, I am eager to be part of it all. Asking for my involvement is not a burden. It's a precious invitation for me to be close to you. Perhaps you wonder, Lord, do you truly want to be involved in every tiny detail of my life? The answer is a resounding yes. I created you, and I understand every strength, every weakness, every inclination of your heart. I am not a distant deity who only wants to be called upon in dire emergencies. I am your father, your friend, your shepherd, who wants to lead you in the best pathway for your life. Through prayer, you acknowledge that I am the one who can provide clarity when confusion sets in, comfort when pain surrounds you, and direction when you stand at a crossroads. Let's talk about thankfulness. How often do you pause to appreciate my involvement in your life? Gratitude is more than a polite gesture. It is a vital key that unlocks your awareness of my goodness. When you thank me for helping you, your perspective shifts from anxiety to trust. Even as you pray and ask for guidance, remember to thank me for the small signs of progress, for the sudden moments of insight, or for the calm that washes over you in a stressful situation. Such gratitude not only blesses me, but it strengthens your own heart. It reminds you that you are not laboring on your own, but are joined with me in every endeavor. Now there will be seasons in your life when your activity is halted. You might be bedridden with sickness, confined to a hospital room, overwhelmed by physical or emotional exhaustion, or limited by circumstances that keep you from doing the things you want to do. In these periods, you might be tempted to resent your restrictions, feeling that life has put you on pause. But I urge you to look at these still moments through my eyes. Yes, it may be frustrating, but I am present in the midst of your waiting. Some of the most powerful testimonies and transformative works in my kingdom have emerged from places of confinement. Think of the hearts that have been changed by letters written from prison or prayers whispered in hospital beds. When you are still, you can hear me more clearly. When your body is weak, it creates fertile ground for my strength to manifest in ways you never imagined. When you're forced to slow down, don't waste time wishing for life's fast pace to resume. Instead, ask me to reveal the hidden treasures in your present circumstances. Is there someone who needs encouragement from you? Is there a lesson about patience, empathy, or compassion that you can only learn while you wait? Might you discover new depths to your creativity, your faith, or your relationships as you find yourself outside the usual flurry of activity? I, the Lord of all, am never hindered by your limitations. Rather, I use them to refine you, drawing you closer to me and unveiling aspects of my glory that remain unseen in the hustle and bustle of normal life. During these quieter times, you will begin to grasp that your true purpose goes beyond the physical tasks you accomplish. Yes, I value your work and your service, but I am most interested in your heart. I want you to know me deeply and to walk with me intimately. When you are still, free from distractions, your soul can better recognize my voice. In that space of calm surrender, I can speak to you about matters you've long buried under piles of busyness. I can heal old wounds, open new insights, and pour out a peace that passes all understanding. Embrace these moments of stillness as gifts, for in them you can experience my presence in a more focused way. Do not fear that your quiet trust is unproductive. The world around you may measure progress by constant motion and visible results, but my kingdom operates on a different scale. I do not simply count how many tasks you complete or how many achievements you obtain. I look at the posture of your heart. A quiet trust in me sends ripples into the spiritual realm that you cannot see. Your faith, expressed in restful confidence, is far louder in eternity's perspective than all the frantic striving you could muster. It declares that you believe I am sovereign, that you trust my plans, and that you find your identity not in what you do, but in who you are in me. My strength shines brightest in the places where you acknowledge your weakness. If you were capable of everything in your own might, you would not sense your need for me. Dependence on me is not a sign of spiritual immaturity. In fact, it is the substance of mature faith. When you lean on me, your limitations become the platforms upon which I can display my power. The moment you say, "Lord, I cannot do this on my own," heaven responds with open arms. I delight in showing my power through you, so that all may see and know that I am the Lord who provides, heals, delivers, and guides. Sometimes, you may question why I allow hard seasons or difficult circumstances to persist. In those moments, lift your eyes from your immediate struggles and see the broader story I am writing. Every challenge, every tear, can become an ingredient for your growth and my glory. Though you cannot see the end from the beginning, I can, and I promise you, I am weaving all things together for a purposeful outcome. Yes, it might still hurt. Yes, you might still feel the weight of disappointment. Bring those very real emotions to me. Let me cradle your hurts and pains in my capable hands. When you do, you invite me to work in and through you at a level deeper than you can fathom. As you integrate these truths into your everyday life, remember that prayer is not meant to be intimidating. It doesn't have to be formal or long. It simply needs to come from an honest place in your heart. Speak to me as you would to a caring friend. Tell me about your concerns, your hopes, and even your doubts. As you allow prayer to become the backdrop of your day, you will discover a new rhythm of grace unfolding. Instead of rushing from one task to another, you will sense me nudging you to pause. Instead of allowing worry to dominate your mind, you will notice my gentle voice reminding you that I am in control. Over time, you'll see how this ongoing conversation with me transforms your attitude and your ability to tackle life's challenges. Even the ordinary moments, brewing your morning coffee, preparing a meal, walking to the store, or sorting through emails, can become sacred encounters with my presence. The same God who breathed galaxies into existence is the one who stands beside you in every detail of your life. Embrace this truth, and you will find your days infused with a sense of wonder and peace. Moreover, do not underestimate the power of corporate prayer or partnering in prayer with fellow believers. There is something incredibly strengthening about joining hearts to seek my face. While personal prayer fosters deep intimacy between you and me, collective prayer unites you with others in a communal dependence on my power. When you gather to pray, whether in a church service, a small group, or even through messages and phone calls, I am there, knitting your hearts together in unity. Through such shared prayer, I impart wisdom, comfort, healing, and miracles that testify to my goodness. If you've been neglecting prayer, feeling that you have no time for it, let me remind you, you are never wasting a moment when you come to me. In fact, that space you create for me often redeems more time than you realize. I steer you away from fruitless endeavors, protect you from unwise decisions, and provide creative inspiration for solutions you might never have considered on your own. Remember, it's not about how long you pray, but how consistently you remain open to my presence. Let prayer be the first thing you do in the morning, the constant companion of your thoughts throughout the day, and the soft pillow upon which you lay your head at night. In that way, you dwell in my presence continually. This life I've given you is an opportunity to walk intimately with me. You don't have to impress me or prove yourself worthy of my attention. My love for you is infinite, eternal, and unchanging. I desire relationship over performance. When you come to me in prayer, you are not interrupting me or infringing on my time. I welcome you gladly. I want to share in your joys and sorrows. I want to celebrate your successes and comfort you in your struggles. Your prayers, no matter how simple, are treasured because they come from you, my precious child. Let me also remind you of the freedom that comes from letting go of control. When you start a task in prayer, you release the burden of outcome into my hands. Yes, you still do your part, but you do it with the lightness of knowing you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You may put effort into your relationships, your work, and your personal goals, but ultimately, you trust me to steer the results in the right direction. This release from anxiety allows you to live fully in the present, savoring each moment as a gift rather than worrying about what might happen tomorrow. In those moments when you feel weak, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, remember that I am strongest. It is then that I uphold you with my everlasting arms. Your trials can become doorways to deeper intimacy with me because you begin to see just how dependent you are on my grace. The things that once felt like insurmountable challenges become testimonies of my faithfulness. As you trust me with your frailty, I transform it into a conduit for my miraculous strength. The glory you give me in your weakness resonates far more profoundly than any self-glorification you might achieve through your own efforts. Listen, my beloved, even when you find yourself in circumstances that confine you, whether it is sickness, loss, or a season of waiting, know that I am neither distant nor passive. I am there with you, nurturing seeds of growth in the dark soil of hardship. I may rework your priorities, shift your perspectives, or inspire a depth of compassion that you never had before. Resist the urge to despise these seasons or wish them away too quickly. Instead, lean into me, asking what I want to show you in this very moment. Ask me how I want to use your life, even now, to display my love and mercy to those around you. When you live with that awareness, you begin to see that no situation is devoid of my redemptive possibilities. Cultivate a spirit of gratitude, even in your trials. Thank me for walking beside you when your body is weary and your spirit faint. Thank me for the countless unseen ways I protect, guide, and uphold you. Gratitude keeps your eyes focused on my goodness and prevents bitterness from taking root. It shifts your perspective from what you lack to who I am, your all-sufficient, ever-present help. That posture of thanksgiving is a powerful weapon against discouragement and despair. It reminds your soul that I am the God who can bring beauty from ashes, hope from despair, and joy from mourning. Never forget that you are my beloved. I cherish you deeply, and I created you for intimate fellowship with me. Whether your hands are busy or still, whether you feel full of faith or burdened by doubts, I invite you to come. In every circumstance, seek me first. Before you begin a project, a conversation, or a journey, pause and invite me in. Let prayer be your compass, your anchor, and your constant companion. This practice will shape not only the tasks you accomplish, but the person you become. You will find that trust in me liberates your soul, granting you a peace the world cannot give. And when your season of stillness eventually yields to movement again, when healing comes, doors open, and activities resume, do not forget these lessons. Carry this renewed awareness of my presence into your daily routines. Let it inform how you speak, how you make decisions, and how you approach even the simplest chores. Because you've tasted the sweetness of my company in the quiet moments, you can now walk forward confidently, knowing that nothing is outside my reach. I want you to live with an assurance that I am perpetually near. Let this awareness of my nearness give you a consistent joy that transcends your circumstances. Let it empower you to love others deeply, to forgive wholeheartedly, and to serve selflessly. For the more you remain in communion with me, the more my character will be reflected in your life. The fruit of this closeness is peace, wisdom, and a genuine love for others that invites them to know me as well. As you read this message, let me remind you, your life matters. Your prayers matter. Your decision to trust me each day, in every moment, in every task, matters. It creates ripple effects in your own life, in the lives of those around you, and in the spiritual realm. You are part of a grander story that I am writing across generations and nations. Never underestimate the significance of your quiet surrender, your whispered prayers, or your steadfast thankfulness in the midst of trials. I use every bit of it for my glory and your good. So, my child, rest in my presence. Let your soul exhale the worries that cling to you. Come to me in prayer, short or long, eloquent or simple, exuberant or tearful. Offer me the tasks you're about to begin and the challenges you're in the middle of facing. Thank me for the circumstances that slow you down and grant you time to listen. Embrace every limitation as an opportunity to see my strength. Then watch as I take your humble obedience and turn it into something extraordinary, something that speaks volumes about my love and faithfulness to the world. Now, as you carry these words in your heart, remember to invite others into this journey of faith. Do not hoard the treasure of my presence. Share it with a friend, a neighbor, a colleague. Let the peace you experience in my presence be a beacon of hope for others who are still searching for meaning in a world rife with uncertainty. As you go forth, keep reminding yourself, I am with you. I am for you. I am guiding you. Breathe in the reality of my closeness and exhale every worry that tries to encroach upon your mind. When you feel disoriented or overwhelmed, run back to my open arms. When you feel confident and successful, remember to thank me and remain grounded in my love. And through it all, maintain that simple, unbroken line of prayerful dependence. Always begin with me. If these truths resonate with your heart, I encourage you to stay connected and continue growing. Invite more of my word and presence into your life each day. Seek to cultivate the practice of prayerful beginnings in every corner of your life. You will find that true joy and peace spring forth when you surrender your steps to my leading. Finally, I invite you. Share this message with others so that more hearts can find rest, renewal, and hope in me. Would you help spread the word of my love and grace by subscribing to this channel? By doing so, you'll stay connected and can continue walking deeper into my presence. I am here, always ready to guide you in every task, every season, and every moment of your beautiful life. Come, rest in me, and let us walk together on this journey of faith. Amen.